Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I am so excited to be here with you guys. But first off, I wanted to say a huge thank you so much for all the prayers, all the thoughts, all the comments. It absolutely, I don't know the right words, but it just brings me so much joy to know how much love that I have. And I am so blessed to have you guys in my family, in my life, in my videos. And it's just been amazing to be on this with you guys. So starting off with a huge thank you for everyone who has been supporting this channel and still watching my videos, as they're a hot mess for the last 3 weeks. But let's dive in and show you what sold this weekend. All right, you guys. So we're going to go back into our what sold videos. I have been able to list about 3 to 5 things a day over the last week. So today is Monday. Last Monday, I started listing again, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to list 1 or 2 things. And I was able to do that. First Monday, I think it was one thing that I listed that I grabbed at the bin store with my husband. So I listed that one thing on that Monday. Okay. Then Tuesday, I'm like, all right, let's do 3 things. And so again, I was able to list 2 or 3 things. Wednesday, I had this like boost of not the, these videos are going to be so hard when I can't think the right words. Not motivation, but however, I was able to do more posts. I think I did 5 or 6 posts on Wednesday. Thursday, I'm like, all right, I did a little much. Let's do 1 or 2 things. Like, I'm not listing as much, but there is consistency. That's the word. Consistency. Able to post more things. I've also, as of last week, drew an insane sale. I have my entire store 20% off. Shoes are supposed to be 30%. I've got to look at that again because it was a 20% sale, and then I did an extra 10% coupon if you buy my shoes. I got to get rid of shoes. I have so many shoes that need to get rid of. So I might have to add that to the other sale. I'll have to figure the details out. But because of the sale, I have 21 items to ship out today. Thank God for my amazing husband who is going to help me package all of this. He pulled all these orders for me. So I know it looks like I'm doing a lot. I've done too much. No, 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 no. He does 90% of my business right now. And little me is just doing a couple posts and just rooting him on from the side. So you guys don't get to see it all. It looks like I do everything. I don't. It's 90% my husband, and it's going to be him again after I film this and show you guys what sold. He's going to be in here helping me pack. So you guys you don't know how blessed and loved I am for how amazing my husband has been, because before my accident, there were very few things he did in this business. This wasn't his business. This was my door to be in, my business. He has his business to do and his door. Like, we just did 2 separate things. He'd help me pull orders just because he had time in the morning and he's an awesome helper. But since the accident, he has taken on 100% of my business. And it almost makes me want to cry with how amazing he is and how supportive he's been through this business. And he easily could have just said, nope, we're just putting eBay on hold, kick it under the door, but he kept it alive while I was not able to work it, and he's kept all of this alive. So I just high five to husband, because he definitely deserves more credit that he gets in these videos. So all right, now his head's going to start growing. But okay, let's dive in. Thank you for your patience as I'm trying to come up with these words. If you are new to my channel, I passed out 3 weeks ago, January 7th. January 6th, when I filmed that video, I had just my what sold video that I do every Monday morning. I had a cold that day, or influenza. I mean, I've got 2 kids. I catch germs. We went to Phoenix and went to the indoor, I don't remember the name of this place, but we stayed the night at this amusement park indoor with slides. I don't remember the name of it, but we stayed there overnight, and God, what the hell's the name of that place? I don't remember. So we stayed there for New Year's Eve, and it was a lot of fun. The kids had a blast, and I think that's where I caught it, because timing wise, like you catch your cold and it takes what, like 3 to 5 days for you to start catching fevers and all of that. So that's the only place I can think of that I caught it. So I catch influenza. It's a flu, but as working mom brain, I'm like, all right, it's a cold. I just got to go through my day. So on that Monday, I had a fever. I had a couple signs where I forgot. I think I mentioned this in the other video, that I forgot my son's preschool's security code. Same code that I've used for the last 8 years. My daughter was 2 when she started at that school. My son was 1 when he started at that school. So we've had that same code for 8 years. And that Monday morning, I forgot it. So that was kind of my sign that I caught something. And I know a lot of people have commented thinking, okay, it's a stroke, it's whatever other millions of things. I have a doctor's appointment that's coming Thursday. So I'm hoping to get more answers because they actually got a copy of all the results from the hospital, all the tests, all the results, all the labs, everything that they did. My doctor has it. So I'm meeting with her on Thursday to go over it. But basically, I had influenza, and since I'm 60 something pounds lighter than I was last year, I have caught this is my first time catching a big cold. So my body is like, okay, Jennifer, you have a cold, you need to rest. And I'm like, no, I'm got a business, I've got kids, like I can't just stop what I do. It's just not who I am. Anytime I've had a cold in my life, I just keep doing my thing. Like that's just what I have to do, right? So that Monday, uh, I started having some signs of a cold, and then I was a little sniffly that day. Monday night, I ended up having a fever. So Tuesday was the 7th, and that's the day that my blood pressure got low and my fever, and I was probably dehydrated and other things that I'll find out from my doctor. But basically, my body was just really sick. It caught this bad influenza, and I should have stayed in bed. So instead of knowing what passing out felt like, I've never passed out in my life, ever. I mean, I'm 40 years old and I've never passed out. So I didn't know what the symptoms were. I didn't know that, okay, you're starting to get lightheaded, your legs are getting weak, you're starting to see darkness. Like, I didn't know what to watch for and what passing out looked like. Now I know. And I'm going to be learning a lot more. This is going to be my top note on Thursday with the doctor is how do I know I'm going to pass out? Like, let's learn this, because if I knew I was going to pass out because of this influenza, because of this cold, this fever, I didn't know what the heck it was. I know I just had a fever. It's some kind of virus, right? So then Tuesday, when my body is telling me, you're going to pass out, you're going to pass out, and I didn't know that, I'm still standing there. I was leaning against the sink where I was brushing my teeth, and I'm like, okay, I feel weird, but I'm like, all right, it's just going to pass. That's just a normal day, right? Well, it wasn't, and that was my first time ever passing out, and I fell, and that's what caused the damage. That's what caused the injury. That's what caused the concussion. That's what caused the brain damage. That's what caused the bleeding brain, bleeding skull. Like, it's a whole thing. So, a lot of damage, and it was just because I fell on, we've got, cement? No, what is the time? We have tile. I live in Arizona, so we have tile floors. So our bathroom is just all the square tile. Tile? Is that the right word? So that's what my bathroom is. And I had a little rug, which I think, thank you God, that helped protect some of it, because it could have been a lot worse if I fell on the direct tile. I fell on a rug. It wasn't a squishy rug. It was just a cutesy rug, but I think it helped with some of the damage. But because I fell, I was out of it. It knocked my head open. So, I know there's been a lot of comments and amazing nurses and people that follow this channel, and I can't thank you guys enough. I am Googling a couple of the few things that some of you nurses have mentioned, but I'm also talking to other nurses that are friends of mine and just learning about the brain damage and the passing out. And they are two complete things. Like, the whole talk of a stroke is that it's like a stroke, that I fell and hit my head. That's like a stroke. I didn't have a stroke. I passed out because I had a flu. So now it's just trying to learn from my body, now that I'm smaller than I've ever been in my adult life, that, okay, if you catch a flu, Jennifer, you can't just continue your day. You need to rest, you need to sleep, you need to stay like listening to your body. I just didn't know what my body could do. It's frustrating. It's exhausting. So now I just have to wait for my brain to recover. I'm still trying to stay on top of Tylenol. Medically, that's my thing right now is headaches. I still have a lot of headaches. I'm losing more hair. You guys, I was finally getting my hair back after the weight loss. Like so much of my hair fell out, and it's been growing back, and it's like filling in and thickening, and then I fall and break my head. So I've got hair falling out. I'm glad they didn't shave my head. So thank you to the hospital for not shaving my head. But there's parts where like the scabbing is, or I don't know what they are, scabs? Well, anyways, it's causing parts of my hair to fall out where it's like healing. So I'm very thankful for all the prayers, and I know that that's the reason that I am recovering as fast as I am. And I still have to be understanding and forgiving to like my body and how I react to this and slow down, where it's a mental, I don't know, mental ride. Because I'm like, okay, I feel fine. I'm able to do my day. I have energy. Like, I feel fine, but I have no memory. And that's where, I don't know, maybe I just won't have a memory anymore. And you guys get to hear things now for the zillionth time because I don't remember what all I've told you. So, all right, let's go into what's sold. Sorry with these long videos. I'm also very chatty right now. That's a thing too. So, all right, I have sorted this sheet from cheapest item to most expensive item. So you guys can still learn some items that are kind of your BOLO items. A lot of this stuff went faster because of the sale at 20% off. So some of this stuff sold faster than it would have. Some of it I didn't get as much profit as I could have if I just sat on the item, but I wanted sales to pick up because of having to shut the business down over the last 3 weeks. My husband kept it alive, shipping stuff, but why are you turning off? But he didn't list new items for those weeks. So by doing my new listings of the 2 to 3 things a day, trying to get more sales, I'm just trying to keep eBay alive, keep the business alive. And it's not because I feel like the financial need, like God is good and we will financially figure things out. It's about the mental growth and encouragement and excitement. And I love what I do. So I can't just shut it down. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I love listing. I love doing these videos. I love showing you what sells. I love shipping items. Like, I love doing this. So, all right. Are you guys ready to see what sold? That way I don't have to keep boring you with my talk. All right, you guys. A Sony controller. I paid $1 or $2 at a yard sale. It's used. I think it was only $1. I got a bunch of them at a sale. It sold for $16. Free shipping. I think I'm going to make like $5 on this by the time I ship it. But that's all right. It's just an old controller. Meh. Just get stuff out, right? Then we've got a video game. This, I believe, was that same sale. It was like $1 at this yard sale. The case is definitely, it's beat up. But the game is in okay condition. People saw what the pictures are. It sold for $10. So again, yes, these are small sales. But I'm just happy to move this item. And I'm happy that it's going as fast as it is when they're just small little things. Like I'm happy to have it go for $15 or $10 and be able to move stuff. Yeah. Okay. We've got a Berkey water filter. The fun thing is I don't remember buying half of this stuff. It's new to me. I know if it's newer stuff because the pictures are on my the base that I take my pictures on. But I don't remember when I bought it. I bought it at the bins. I know that. There's a lot of this stuff I don't remember where I bought it or what I paid for it if I didn't put it in my spreadsheet, because that just happens. Sometimes I forget to put things in my spreadsheet. It's just a roller coaster. All right, friends, we've got a Berkey water filter. This was a bag of a bunch of Berkey stuff at the bins on $15 day. I sold some of it for like $50, $70. I think it was $70 last week. This is just little pieces of it. Sold for $20. So I'm in it. I'll save $5 just to finish off the 15. But I mean, probably like $1 or $2 is all I'm really into it. Happy it sold for 20 bucks. All right, now we're getting to a few better items. We've got some very large shoes. Holy moly, these are very big. These are size 14. Men's 14. Huge shoes. I paid slip-on Skechers. I paid $5. I think it was at a yard sale. Yeah, it wasn't bins. So it was at a yard sale. Yard sale, estate sale, garage sale, church sale, one of those. Paid $5 for them, and they sold for 40 bucks. They took the extra 10% off. I wonder if that's why shoes aren't moving. It's not doing the 20. It's only doing the 10%. I need to just add all my shoes to the 20%. That's what I gotta do. Why is it only doing 10%? Like, I want to get rid of these shoes. I want them to be like 30% off. Shoes need to get the heck out of here. I've got like 100 pairs of shoes. So, okay, $40. Skechers shoes. Really good condition. Very large. All right, we've got a Civivi knife. And this was not over here. Where is it? No, it's right here. It's little. This little Civivi knife. This was $5 at my bins on Tuesday. Tuesdays are $5 days there. This was before the accident, so it's at least a month old. Just a little knife. Paid $5 for it, and it sold for $31 plus shipping. It was part of the 20% off sale. Just happy to move items. All right, we've got a cup. We got three. One, two, three. Department 56 pieces. These were from an estate sale. An estate sale where I was like $1 to $2 each, and now I'm like, all right, I'm just trying to bundle stuff up, trying to get rid of them. We're now after Christmas, so I know these are going to be slower sales. So I'm glad they're 20% off so that people can move them. I took an offer on top of the 20, so it ended up being $37 is what they paid for it, for all three of them. The other two are on the floor. They'll be in the picture. I don't want to pick them all up. All right, we've got a Vitamix blender. All right. I'm still like, I don't know, icky. So I'm taking extra vitamins and there was a vitamin C that I was taking and just trying to clear out my ickiness. All right, we've got a used blender. It is just the cup. They call it a container pitcher cup. It's just one piece. I paid like $1 or $2. It's not on my spreadsheet, but I remember just getting this really, really cheap somewhere. I think it was an estate sale, or I don't remember where the heck it was, but it was only $1 or $2. Sold for $34. If you guys didn't know, I have a spreadsheet that is actually for sale. I'm not going to be able to go into too much detail because my brain right now, but the spreadsheet, there was the new 2025 version, which is super helpful now that I'm doing less listings. I'm making sure to put that into the spreadsheet. If you need a spreadsheet to keep track of your eBay and your inventory and your sales and all the things, there'll be a link in the description to, if you guys are interested in buying it. $10 off. How much is it? I think it's 30. Is it 39? 37? I think it's $37 with the sale. So check it out in the description, and you can get your own version of a spreadsheet. That way you can keep track of all your items. And even though I forget sometimes to put it in there, I just need to do it and tell you guys about it. Okay, so we have a vacuum. Is it a vacuum? It's a vacuum battery charger. All right. I don't remember what I paid for it. I think I got this at the bins with the vacuum, and I ended up donating the vacuum, keeping the pieces because the vacuum didn't work. I think that's what this one was. Sold for $40. Fully charged. Just a charger. Happy to sell it. 40 bucks plus shipping. They just got a sale, the 20% off. Again, I'm just happy to move items. All right, we've got a Canon camera. This one is also new. It's just in my pile. It was one of the items I listed on early last week when I'm like, okay, 3 to 5 things each day. It's just grabbing from my pile. And then as I'm going through it, I'm like, okay, if this thing is only worth like $5 or $10, it's going in the donate bin. So I actually have a whole donate pile to clear out this older stuff and just cleaning it out. And I'm happy to be able to clear a lot of this stuff out, get rid of the stuff that's not worth selling, and be ready to buy new things as my brain comes back. I actually got to go to a sale. I went to 3 sales on Thursday with my husband. He drove me to some sales, and I think I bought 3 things that morning. Went to 3 different sales, and I'm like, all right, just small standards. I want stuff that's going to sell, and I don't need to fill up a bucket. So it's very freeing. Is that the right word? To go through better products now. Like I'm not desperate for items. I'm okay just listing the 3 to 5 things. I don't have to buy things that aren't worth anything. I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing about having this kind of injury is it's scaling down the style of business to not be as desperate and buying as many things, but being pickier on what I buy. Does that make sense? Okay. So this was in the pile. It went on sale, 20% off. It sold for $63. It is a Canon super camera something. What did I pay for this thing? $10. This was, I think, an estate sale at least a month ago. Pre-accident, just from my pile. But it's a Sony camera. Yeah. All right. Talked about that enough, Jennifer. All right, we've got a Braun Series 8 shaver. Braun Series 8, also $10. I don't remember where I got it. I think it was at that same house. I think it was this same estate. I love how little pieces of my memory are coming back. So this is it's a shaver. It's a Braun Series 8 shaver. It was that same estate sale. Came with the charger. Came with the shaver. I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. Sold for $62. These little Braun shavers are serious bolos. So definitely add that. So the item that I grabbed on Monday, the one that I got at the bins, or listed on Monday, I told you guys there was one item that I found at the bins and it sold right away. It sold this weekend. So in 1 week, it ended up going 20% off. I guess, I mean, I'm happy that it sold. It probably should have still gotten $100, but that's all right. I'm happy to just move items. I took an offer of the 20%, paid $15 at my bins, and it sold for $80. So, I mean, $80. I can't say no to that. It's not as much profits, and you minus the 15, you minus the shipping. Yeah, so I might, $40 profit? I can't math right now, but roughly, $40 to $50 profit. I'm happy to move items. All right, this next one is pretty cool. This was a thrift store find. I remember buying this probably right around a month ago. It's brand new, sealed, still factory wrapped. Anything kind of like nerdy catches my eye. So this is a mystery. Nope. Interplanetary UFO mystery ship. Glows in the dark. That's kind of cool. All right. I paid $6 at the thrift store. It is my local thrift store that I love. I think it was half off. I think that's why it was $6. But either way, it sold for almost $64. I paid $6. Again, yeah, 20% off. That's fine. But it sold $64. Why would I say no to that? Okay. Then we've got, how many more things do we have here? Like, I think we're halfway. You guys are amazing if you're still hanging out with me as I'm going through this. You're amazing. All right, we've got a backpack. It is a camelback backpack. These have always been a bolo for me. They are a little slower to move right now. I've got probably like 5 other of these. So I haven't been buying them for the last couple months because I had so many in my store. They weren't moving. Well, now it's decided to move now that I had the 20%. So it'll go back on my watching list and I can find them for cheap. So this one went for, all right, there you are. I paid $2. I think it was my thrift store. And it sold for $72 for a backpack. Serious bolo. It's a nice one. I think, does it have its stuff inside? Yeah, it has this little water thing. I don't know what it's called. But Camelback is a brand to definitely watch for. All right, we've got a VCR. I'm not picking it up. It is a DVD VCR Sony. I paid $10 at a thrift store, and it sold with coupon for $95. Bolos are always going to be not a bolo. What am I saying? DVD VCR combo players are going to be a bolo. Be on the lookout. That's what I meant. Which I do have a bolo list for free in the description as well. I don't remember what I called it, but I know I have it if you want it. It's free. It's in the description. Top brands to watch for as an eBay reseller. All right. Then we've got a Kingston. What is this? All right. This one is brand new. Kingston Fury memory computer parts. I don't even know what the heck it does. It's a computer part. Okay, so it goes in your computer. I paid $8 for this set. This would have been then on, is that a Sunday? I think it's Sundays that are $8 at my bins. And it sold for $110. I took an offer. I think I had it listed at $150. The coupon brought it to $120. They sent an offer of $110. Just take the darn thing. So $110 and ready to move on. All right. So next up, so we're growing. These items are getting bigger now. All right. Next up is a Lifeline cable. I don't know what the heck this thing is. Where is it? Did you grab it? Oh, it's right here. Holy moly, this thing is big. Oh, check this thing out. Wow. I have no idea what this does. I have no idea what this does. I don't know. It's a Demon AFP. No idea what this is. This was a bins find though. I know that. Just caught my eye, so I was excited just to see what the heck it was. Listed it, and it sold. What did I pay for it? Yeah, $15. So this was a Friday bins find. It's just heavy. And I have no idea what in the world it does, but happy it sold. All right. And someone got a great deal as part of the 20% off. I'm sure they're happy too. All right, this one's cool. This one is just from Friday. I got to go to the bins on Friday. I ended up buying 4 things. So very, very low standards at my bins because I used to buy like 15 things at the bins on Fridays. And now my brain, it doesn't move as fast. It doesn't. So I have to just put down standards and just be happy if I find a few things. Because like mentally, I'm like, all right, I need to, when I walk in, I get to my aisle and I always looked left, right, left, right, left, right. And then you go up the other aisle and you're looking left, right. Like old Jennifer at the bins is way different than new Jennifer. I need to lower my standards big time because on Friday I was trying to do that, but I couldn't process on each side. I need to just look one side, look up one aisle, and just be happy with what I find. Because I feel otherwise, if I'm trying to look back and forth, I'm just going to look past things because my brain doesn't work that way anymore. It just doesn't right now. So I'm happy this sold quick. This was a $15. Just got it on Friday. And it's a Govee TV box set. It is new, open box, paid $15, sold for $140. Happy with that one. So, of the 4 things that I listed from Friday, 1 already sold. So, I'm happy with that. 3 more things are listed, small things. So, just happy to still find a few good things. All right, next up, this is a fun one. Some Sony headphones, $15 bin find, probably 2, maybe 3 months ago. I had got a pair of these before for my husband, and they ended up being broken. The side was cracked or something. So, he got to keep them. We fixed them. He has a pair of these. They're like $300 headphones. So, whatever reason, these are, it sold because of the sale. It should have been for a lot more, but whatever. I'm just happy to get rid of it. So I paid 15, sold for 160 bucks for some nice headphones. They're Sony, they sound really nice, and they are not broken. So happy to move those. All right, you guys, 3 more items. Stay with me. Okay, we've got a Drift Ghost 4K helmet camera? The heck? I don't even know what it is. Some kind of camera. I don't remember buying it. It would have been at least a month and a half ago. Bins. $15 day. Sold for $160. Good find. That one sold. It must have been an offer then. 160 bucks. Because it doesn't say the 20%. All right. This one, Finn's find. I paid up on this boy. I paid on. It was an off day. It was either like a Monday or Tuesday, and they had it for $80 in the shelf as like a VIP item. And it probably did not need to go 20% off, but that's all right. I'm happy to get rid of it. So not a huge profit. I paid $80 for this, if I didn't just say that. It is a brand new Panasonic fancy lens for your camera, sold for $216. Someone got a heck of a deal on it, and I might have a profit of like $80 minus the fees. They're paying shipping, so it might be about $100 profit minus the fees. So that's all right. I'm happy to move it. I'm happy to make $100, but it sold for $215. Again, if I didn't say that, sorry, I repeat myself. All right, you guys, the best item for the weekend is an oldie. Old item. You'll see in the picture how the bottom is white. So I've had my colored bottom for pictures at least a year now. So this one is over a year old. It's complete with a manual, a remote, and a plug, an HDMI? I don't know. It comes with a cable. So I'm happy that it sold. It sold as a promoted listing and a 20% off sale for $240. So yeah, we got to get to packing that up as well. So, all right, my friends, I don't even know what else to say. Just a huge thank you for being with me and still coming to this whole video of what sold, because hopefully it still teaches something to you guys on what some bolos are. Because yes, they're on sale, but there's still bolos to watch for, still things to watch for if you ever see them out in the wild. So at least I can still show you guys that kind of stuff. Can't always finish my sentences, but I can show you what sells. All right, you guys, I got to get to work. I've got to go grab my husband so he can help me package these items. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I mean, it's just been so awesome being with you guys and seeing the comments and just, I don't know. I just want to hug all of you. That's what I want. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.